On our recent trip to Cape Town, we were invited by our long-standing friends George and Desiree to spend the weekend with them at their family holiday home in MacGregor. Cape Town, like all cities, has traffic congestion, often due to road maintenance. Fortunately, we are travelling in the opposite direction.
But you know, Cape Town alone has got 10,000 square kilometers, and to look after all that is a tough task, especially if it's been sliding for years and years. We don't hesitate. If you see something that you want to capture, you say stop.
George was a good tour guide, pointing out places of interest and keeping us informed of changes made since our last visit. From the Du Toit Kloof lookout, there are extensive views of the countryside, including the town of Paarl, which is one of the main wine-producing areas of the Cape. In South Africa, altitude is gained rapidly when driving inland from the coast. Heading further inland, the altitude becomes evident as the mountains now extend way above the tree line. Our first driver revival stop was at the Cliff, a spacious lodge situated at the base of a cliff between mountain ranges. It's a popular place for people to spend time away from the city, to do a bit of trout fishing and bush hiking. It also caters for weddings and conferences.
What you buying me?
Guava juice.
Wonderful.
Before leaving, we stocked up on refreshments.
100% orange juice, but a blend. Not the real thing, just a blend.
And?
Guava nectar and guava juice.
The tall gum trees along the Breeder River is a similar scene to what can be found in Australia. On reaching the sleepy town of MacGregor, we made our way to the Weekender, which will be our home for the next 2 days. These Cape Cod-style homes are built with mud bricks. The thatch roofs provide good insulation from the hot summers and cold winters. With mud bricks, cupboards, shelving and even wine racks are easily incorporated whilst building. The cottage has 2 bedrooms as well as a loft for young people. The paintings by the owner add to the decor. Due to the crime rate, no home in South Africa would be complete without burglar bars. The easily maintained garden with mostly succulent plants is a good idea due to infrequent occupation of the home. As this is a good grape growing area, every home has grapevines. Unfortunately, the grapes require more time than we have. The local wildlife has no boundaries and were a welcome sight during our stay. Not so welcome were the common garden snails. Sitting around the stone barbecue at sundowner time was a good opportunity to exchange stories from the past 11 years. The following morning, attracted by bird sounds, we found these weaver birds next door. We were delighted to spot the red bishop. He's a real show-off. The scenic drive to Montegu displayed picturesque countryside. This mountain pass, which was secured by an old English fort, is a reminder of the Boer War period. It's amazing how these wildflowers tolerate the strong winds of the Cape and manage to thrive on these rugged cliff faces. The hot springs at Montegu were a welcome reprieve, especially after our long flight from Australia, as we had not yet fully recovered. The days spent in these mineral-rich pools worked wonders, removing all aches and pains acquired whilst travelling. The 43-degree heated pools are a popular attraction for locals as well as tourists who benefit from the healing qualities of the springs. As well, the young can have loads of fun on the water slide. As the area is protected by these sandstone cliffs, windy days can still be enjoyed. Back at the cottage, besides the guinea fowl, there is a new visitor. This butcher bird, commonly known as the Jackie Hangman because he kills his prey and hangs them on sharp objects, often it's a barbed wire fence. On this occasion it's this thorn tree. Evidence of a recent kill can be seen on this thorn. Returning to Cape Town, it was decided to visit one of the local wineries. The cosy Viljoensdrift lounge with its warming log fire was a welcome reprieve from the bleak conditions outside. The hospitable proprietors were friendly and keen to share their local knowledge.
Is your glass?
This one here. Thank you. Shiraz.
This is Shiraz.
South African Shiraz. Beautiful.
Don't you like this?
Very nice Shiraz.
It's nice. I prefer the red to the white. But I've always been a red drinker.
Go walking every weekend with my dog on the blower.
Everybody
It's
went?
lovely. Thank you so much for visiting us. Okay, bye-bye.
Walking on peach pips seemed a bit strange, but then realised it would be a lot better than the mud beneath the pips. This ground cover is readily available from the huge local fruit canneries. After purchasing some of the local wines, we made our way home, enjoying another perspective of the scenery on the return trip. This weekend was a great success and a wonderful start to our 6-week South African tour.